But Uragi is very good at Ember Spirit. He's good at Ember and SF, so it's kind of whichever way Navi wants to swing. This Morphling, pretty. There's not a lot of instant lockdown, and there's not a lot of healing reduction that they can buy easily. I could see him. We've seen PMA. He likes to usually go like blink into Yules is kind of what he.
I think he deserves it.
Yeah, I mean, Nigma Galaxy they're looking pretty good with him, and PMA.
He's dead here for first blood.
Give it over to Sumail.
Oh yeah, going to Sumail is gonna feel bad.
Already hard from GH, but Zayats is Uragi. He can do a lot of damage. So is 1J.
Yeah, the Cinder Brew with the dual breath is always just tough to deal with, but unfortunately 1J ends up dying here to Melody.
Giving up the free wave and doesn't get much of the CS himself.
Oh, they're going again.
Because of that particular situation,
Uragi might be dead.
So he's fine.
Warcry's not going to keep him alive, and Melody's not going to be able to get the return kill on FBZ. Again, Sanctity doesn't commit to it.
He's going to die. He can.
He goes first, yeah.
Wow.
Let us go. Oh, nice. He's not going to die
Melody?
now, but this is a scary place to be in.
Melody's dead. Dual breath's on him. He's gone.
And Sumail too. Look at Sanctity's net worth. Oof. You're picking this into the sniper to try and deal with him later in the game. Early in the game. Oof, 1J.
Oh,
I can't believe this chain's lashed on both of them. That was really far.
A bit of a surprise now. Uragi, not a lot of mana into his name. Melody's here though. Stormhammer. And trying to put the damage out with the raises. GH on the run will fall to Uragi, so not respecting the damage that can come through from this SF.
He gained more advantage from a Uragi death or by continuing to just like accelerate his own farm in the mid lane. Because the way they're looking right now, they can pretty much be playing with 2 cores on the sniper and the morphling. So why change that, you know? Top lane, you're eventually going to get the tier 1 tower anyway. You're about to get it now. Then you're going to muscle Uragi out.
Melody.
I think you're okay with the game.
I don't think this is good to fight by Navi.
Requiem. This is an interesting Requiem, and now they're going to try and get Ghost into the mix. He shows up. Okay. There's an Assassinate. Great rotation from Sumail. Not only do they get this tower if they're able to win this fight, but they'll also probably clean up a couple of kills. FBZ with a sliver before he comes back to form. And now they'll go for PMA. He's hit with the Cinder Brew. He's slowed up. Adaptive Strike is there. They've got the control, and they'll eventually get this kill after the shield crash shield runs out. GH is in the face of Uragi to keep him out of the fight. He ends up dead. PMA should fall to the shrapnel, but now Sumail kind of in a bad spot because they're going to have Searing Chains. They're going to have Telekinesis and Stormhammer.
Sure, yeah.
And now even making this rotation, the fight, it's spread, but spread too thin. They lose 3, make it a 4th. The only one who survives is Ghost, and it's due in part to the fact that shield crash hits 3 heroes, and that Pango, with the sliver of health that he had left, doesn't die quickly enough, so they can't go to the rest of the heroes.
I like the idea, but they probably needed Zayats there as well. Just to get the initial grab, maybe some extra burst damage with the Fade Bolt.
I mean, they're going to try again now, right? Zayats is coming with the Ember Spirit.
He is shifted full agi.
Clear vision, but he's in full agi. Is he
starting to shift? He's starting to shift. He's got the wand charges. He has the waveform, and he will get away after the shifting. Sanctity wants to come in, but the hook shot from behind, that will be onto Uragi. They'll get the kill on a 1J, but they primal split. GH is going to die to the shield crash. And again, maybe a lack of damage. However, they get the kill on Uragi. And they'll look over at PMA, who's thinking about going in with the Rolling Thunder, but they've got that toss on the stone to stun him up. Cyclone onto the Ember. Back to form is this Bruce Master, and FBZ's going to die afterwards, kind of staying too close if he's not too careful, but the Rolling Thunder connects. They've got Sanctity here still. Ghost kills Melody. They'll go for PMA. Now with the help of this Morphling back into the fight, turning into this Ember Spirit. They've got the Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains, Assassinate, and they will get this kill on a Zayat. It's just a matter of time, and it will be Ghost who gets credit for that one.
The Sniper. This game not having the same mistakes he did the first time we saw him play Sniper. 6-1, by the way, on Sumail.
Ice Path. Oh, they needed one more stun on that. Unfortunately, they don't get it. Now, 4 heroes around on FBZ. The hook shot all the way across. Cogs are down, and they've got the Assassinate. They'll get Uragi. That's already a dead SF. Melody's going to die afterwards. Rolling Thunder may kill GH. They've got the Slight. Sanctity gets credit for that one. Fade Bolt over. FBZ back to form. Cinder Brew is thrown out from both Zayats as well as FBZ. Goes into the Shadow Amulet, but Sumail working on this tier 1 tower. It's a good kill on a Yuragi once again. Oh my god.
Sanctity. He did get hit by the Cinder Brew.
He's just waiting on this assassinate. Cinder Brew is dead and the trap. Oh wow. Dude, Sumail's so good at that. I don't know if everybody's paying attention, but you're just watching him be like pump faking the assassinate to try and get those movement spells, to get the slide out, to make sure, all right, you know what, now I've got him. He has no more mana or no more movement spells, and I can just pop him like that. And it's so good. Yuragi again in trouble. They're going to get this kill.
In Yuragi Town.
Yeah, he has died back to back to back times. I mean, this has been really tough for him.
And they haven't seen the value. I mean, you pick this Ember because you want to go and dive onto the sniper who wanted, not the target GH wants. He's looking for more, looking for Yuragi.
Yeah, Melody's gonna die here. It's just a matter of to whom and when, and it will be to Sumail, of course. Because
they're also reading where Zayat says, "Oh, GH, it's like a radar." Is that legal? What GH just did? Oh my god, he honed exactly in on him. They had that ward, I guess, in the bottom side, but wow, he sniffed that out early on GH. He was walking at him for quite a while.
Yeah.
Giving away another kill to Sumail. What is Sumail's score, by the way?
I think
Wait, is Sanctity?
Got 6 kills.
No, I think he has 8. It's 8.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. We don't need this. We don't need this. Oh my god. By the way, let me just tell you, when you're using jetpack like that and you throw the hook shot from the side, it looks pretty baller to just be like, oh,
yeah, it does.
Hook shot. Hook shot, baby. Zayat's, by the way, he's had great Rubik games every time from what we've seen, but it's just impossible for him to really be the playmaker he wants to be.
I will say, too, Primal Split can be very annoying for you. You don't have the damage to kill Ghost if
Requiem.
He's careful.
Yeah, he's looking fine right now. Cogs around. GH, he's sacrificed his life a couple times so far. Rolling Thunder and the Sleight of Fist Searing Chains is all to control this clockwork, but it's leaving Yuragi vulnerable because the control isn't out there. Yuragi going up against Ghost, avoiding the raises. Now FBZ doesn't have Primal Split. Can he survive till he gets it back? That's the question. They're looking for the Assassinate. Malady, he's going to be hit up hard, but not dead. FBZ's gone for 45 seconds and doesn't have buyback. Not that buyback is going to be used immediately there, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know,
very
it's a thought.
The Sven, that Disperser. And a little bit deep just from Nigma Galaxy. And GH, is he deep again?
And they've got the Cogs. Zayat's in some trouble. The waveform forward. Zayat's will be the first one to fall. That's a hook shot, though, from GH on a dead Rubik. They'll still get Malady. It's Ghost getting 2 kills there. So happy with that.
Good luck.
And an amplified damage for...
For 1J, pick it up.
1J, the true carry.
Yeah.
Give it to Ghost. I mean, there's Morphling, I suppose.
You know what's so crazy as a support, and I don't know if this happens when you guys have your supports, but I always go, oh, can I pick this up? And they're like, yeah, take it. I'm like, are you sure? Hook shot comes in, and they're going to get a quick kill on a Malady. Where'd that damage come from? Sumail ripped him apart with Ghost going in with that amplified damage. The Sleight of Fist Searing Chains. They've got the control on the Sanctity. Slight, Remnant, back towards the base. They're holding Assassinate, and he's got to be careful. He has Slight up, but no! The Morph Slight Searing Chains.
Nice.
Make sure he's still there for the Assassinate to get the kill. And another Assassinate. Good dodge by Yuragi. Might have been dead if he didn't dodge that, with Ghost even making the jump further in. And they want to get this Tier 3 tower, and they might even be looking at taking a fight while doing so to finish the game if they can.
Yeah, we've seen how strong Ember Spirit can be.
So, I'm going to give you just a theoretical here. Hey, you know what? There's a fight happening. I'm not even going to give you the theoretical. Cinderbrew comes in. This is Yuragi already dead on his screen. He just gets out with the Force SGH with the hook shot. They go to the backlines. They find Sumail. They've got this sniper dead. 70 seconds without him. A big jump there. If they were able to save Yuragi, this would feel a lot better. Now 1J is going to be aggressed on. This Primal Split about to run out. FBZ back to form. Cogs are down. PMA's got a decent amount of life with. Guardian Greaves are going to be popped here. Heal him up. Give him a little bit more mana. Maybe they continue on. And they will with Ghost throwing out a Stormhammer as he morphs into the Sven form, and they kill PMA. They've got 2 heroes, one of which doesn't have buyback. Waveform forward turns into the Sven again, and yeah, well, they went for Yuragi, who got pushed so far back with like 3 or 4 stabs. It was actually
a nice. It was a nice move, I think, by Navi to recognize that. Oh, just stunting on them on Ghost.
I think they've both got it right now. Sumail's just got too much farm. He's hitting so hard.
And he has the Aegis because he's going to be hitting the high ground here. Ooh, Rock Flare.
Waveform in, Ghost. Requiem hitting, and he's, well, going to be very confident with the BKB. Ice Path's going to be laid down by 1J. Doesn't exactly do great. GH goes to the hook shot. Yuragi needs to be careful. Telekinesis from Zayats to get him onto the high ground and get him out of harm's way. Sanctity throwing a remnant back. BKB will get away from the side of Nigma. And with that BKB, he'll back off in a base.
And Sumail, what do you do now?
No BKBs.
They just have no way to get on these heroes.
Straight megas. I don't really know how they survive.
I mentioned this earlier about the presence of Malady. I feel like that fight, if not for Malady being there, would have been an absolute disaster for Navi. It's simply the support that actually kept this game alive, but sadly the support's only
Yuragi's dead, no
defensive
buyback.
Now, it's not offense.
Sanctity doesn't have much else to throw. He's going to throw a remnant back and forth, but they already lost Yuragi. He's going to get run down there by Sumail. They'll call GG, and Nigma Galaxy absolutely devastate Navi in game number 1.
Free Morphling game. Turns out to be pretty easy.
Free sniper game as well. Sumail, I mean, being ran down with Stampede. There's a Weaver, or no, Weaver was banned first phase, of course. Wouldn't get that far in the draft.
PL.
Oof. It's a pretty good PL game, but this hero's last time I saw the win rate on this hero in like pubs, it's really low. But not gonna be able to do any shenanigans for FBZ.
Hey, Benji got a new Prime subscriber.
Gehens,
Shout out
thank
to
you.
Gehens. Yeah. Go listen to Saint D's track. B-Car pinned it in chat. Go listen to it.
So, 2-man stun, GH.
Nice.
He's fine for now. Ghost actually going after PMA. The battery assault lasting a little bit longer. Zayats might end up dropping here for first blood, getting caught in the cogs. They want to get the kill into GH. The cog actually misses, but it's not going to matter as Ghost
nice
the kill.
By the way, Bika, you've been doing China a very long time as well, right? Why do you think there's so many? Why do so many of the up and coming carry players in China pop off with illusion heroes? Do you think?
I mean, it's not just illusion heroes, but I don't know. These are definitely like prime. That's a lot of gold right now, and he's sitting at the top. And then the Rubik. Now they go to the Blood Grenade. But Sinister Gaze, they'll pop that ult. They'll go. Metamorphosis. GH is dead. And Yuragi needs to get back. He's got these wolves on him. Zayats is here, and they'll protect Yuragi. Pops a salve, and things aren't too bad for him. He can kind of stay in the lane with the amount of health he's got right now. No fear without the shapeshift being available, but he is going to lose this tier 1 tower if they don't protect it.
Ooh, Sumail's up here.
Setting that courier. Now the Blood Grenade. They'll use that Stampede. They get on top of this Rubik, and that is immediately not what you want to see if you're Nigma Galaxy.
Ooh, yeah, this is what we were worried about. Oof.
One hero that could be easily exploited. The thing is, you can see with the way Sumail is playing, he's like a natural mid lane player, right? He's usually used to being able to play heroes that either have obscene damage or some kind of method of getting out, being elusive. Rubik doesn't necessarily have either, so posted that far up, definitely dead.
Oh, Sanctity, the battery's all wore out.
He's fine, he's fine, he's fine.
Oh,
Ice Path. Malady raises, and GH just gets melted. Fade Bolt's going to be thrown over to get the trade, though.
So much damage from that.
Why did Nigma chase that? I felt like they could definitely see that there's no way they could have gotten any kill like onto Sanctity.
I am not going to answer that because I'm not the big believer in the Rubik this game, but you guys can try it.
Well, it lanes well into SF, and it has a lot of good spells to steal. Is pretty much the answer there. And Zayats, does get it.
Held the impale, faked left, faked right, and then slammed it down.
Very nice. From Zayats here. FPZ, just getting a freebie. Getting a kill on FPZ would help a lot, but a smoke is here to cover it.
They have this obs. It's going to see the smoke get broken, and they'll go to the ult. They'll look at Melody, and he'll sacrifice himself for the greater good of Navi fans. Yep. But Spike Carapace and Zayats is dusted up, and this is not the +2 you really want to be given. Just the Lich was fine, but once Zayats gets caught there, you're giving up more than...
Yeah, losing both the supports, usually you're kind of like, whatever. Are they going to try to fight without them? Yuragi.
Hook shot, Yuragi. Wow.
Yeah. That is such a strange call. It is really good in FPZ. Are they going to get him before? Yeah, they are.
Wow.
FPZ.
And that's pretty much the first big Requiem we've seen in this game. Immediately they're going to follow Roche. Macropire with the cogs. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, a little panic settling in. Telekinesis on a PMA. They already used that Stampede. The hookshot's going to go to the back lines, looking to find anything it can with the Chain Frost bouncing around under the illusions. Melody not getting the best out of that Fade Bolt, though. One more right-click needed to get the kill into GH, but the cogs are well placed to stop him from doing that. Needs a raise, doesn't have one, and just a TP out from GH. Yuragi. EKB on the back line. Requiem. And now the hook stomp again. Sumail's going to die first. They'll go after PMA. He's going to buy back. Right clicks coming in from Yuragi with the Metamorphosis. Chain Frost bouncing around. Ghost goes after Yuragi. He's going to pop that Manta. Sunder. All right, he's got a little bit of health to work with. Right clicking on a Ghost who's in so much trouble losing that Aegis so quickly. Sanctity. He's dead though. So is PMA. The rest of the Navi got to bail out of here. But they got the buyback out of Sumail, and they did get the Aegis out of the hands of Ghost, so it's something. But certainly going to lose this tier 2 tower if they don't defend, and there isn't much to defend with at this current moment.
I'm personally a very big fan of early buybacks in games. I feel like players should definitely utilize that tool much more often.
It's going to be really big timing. Yeah. And, there's a blink on this clockwork.
Oh my
gosh.
Look at him. He's 1v1.
What a guy.
1v1, now 2v1 telekinesis. And this is going to be PMA trying to survive with this pipe. Pipe blink quadruple bracer with a shard.
Yeah. Quite interesting. Almost satanic on Yuragi. This is at least nice.
These fights. Like I was saying earlier, the itemization for Nigma just seems so straightforward. Like, not much thought needs to be put into it. As long as they don't drastically mess it up, they're pretty much okay. And they're getting the Hawk coming in right now as they're sieging the buildings.
Terrorblade, Yuragi, Hamstring, Sunder early. Oi! Avoiding that, but Melody's going to die here in their own base while they're focusing the Terrorblade elsewhere. They're going to try and get Yuragi, and by try, I mean they'll succeed. He doesn't have buyback. This is falling apart for Navi.
GG.
Nigma might finally have done it, and they might send him packing off a fight like that. They need to just finish it all up. Put a bow on it.
For Nigma Galaxy to just step back and say, we can go grab this. Maybe even might try to go for the tier 3
no, we
top.
don't leave. We go top. We go top.
Nigma fans chomping at the bit, knowing if they win this, they have a chance to do something that not many would have put on their bingo card at the beginning of this year, and that's play against Spirit and have the chance to beat them to go to a grand final against Extreme Gaming. Not surprising to hear that information is
the Roshan isn't fast enough.
Navi.
No, it's not fast enough.
There's no way.
It's not fast enough if they go directly for the fight.
They could fight. They could Requiem. They could blow up Ghost. Anything can happen to send this to a game 3. They're going to try. They're going to go and start this on a GH. They've got the Ice Path down that locks him up for a moment, but they get the kill on a GH. He's going to buy back immediately.
Yes,
Sanctity off to the side. BKB Requiem off to the side as well. It's not towards Ghost, though, and Sanctity finally comes in. He's looking for the raises, gets the kill on a 1J. Hookshot comes in from GH. Buyback comes up from the Jakiro. The Chain Frost is bouncing around. Sanctity, though, is going to lose his life. He does have buyback, but he doesn't really have a way back into the fight. Sumail dead. No buyback. GH done again. PMA trying to do work here, but Ghost isn't taking much damage at the moment. They've got Melody gone. PMA dead. Uriah trying to stand and fight by FBZ is dead. Buying back as well. The buyback's getting committed from Nigma Galaxy. We may have spoken too soon on them getting to tomorrow to start this one off, but somebody's got to stop Ghost. Ghost still has full health. Ghost goes after Sanctity. A blink out by Sanctity, and Yuragi's still in on the fight. He'll pop that Demon Zeal. He has Sunder. He's just looking for a moment to use it and maybe go back in on the fight. That's exactly what he does. The Impale misses on the Doppelganger coming out from Ghost. They'll send their attention on Yuragi. Sanctity being pushed back by FBZ. Yuragi at half health, trying to stand his ground while 1J's waiting for the Ice Path as he'll throw down the Ice Path, but it's not even needed. Yuragi is dead, gone for 80 seconds, and Ghost never even gets under half health.
He does time this relic. Yeah, he did. He got time this relic.
Oh, you got it. Oh, hey.
Oh, stop.
Okay, I'm a bit delayed.
Impale.
Just trying to stop this.
Telekinesis and the Ice Path, so they're just trying to stop Ghost from being able to do this for free. Even if you kill him once, though, you got to kill him twice. That's the big problem.
Yeah, and they're just going to wait for the Crimson to wear off the tower, and it's pretty annoying how you can slow down the siege here from the side of Navi, but you can't really kill Ghost very meaningfully.
Spike Carapace
also
down to
2
half
levels away
health.
from 25.
Telekinesis, though. Yuragi's got to be careful. Pops that Manta, has the Sunder, but you don't want to Sunder Ghost. You got to find something, and it might have to be an ally for the moment while the Chain Frost is bouncing around. They've got the Ice Path down. That lands on a 2. PMA down to about half of his mana. Telekinesis lifting him up into the air and pulling him back towards Ghost. They've got the stun on him. Ghost still half health. Hoof Stomp avoided with the Doppelganger. Tier 3 sitting here at about 20% health.
They're
All right,
not
I'm calling it
able to stop this.
1J MVP. 1J MVP.
Like I said, quietly the man.
Yeah. Ghost was in some really precarious positions in that fight, but yet again, multiple heroes always getting caught out by the Ice Path. Very good dual breaths onto Yuragi as well, forcing him to have to commit the Manta style earlier than he wanted to. Like he, in my opinion, 1J carried that fight. Like Ghost, yes, he was the one.
Going in, Impale. They've got the Aegis.
So good.
Can they get anything else, though? That was a hook shot coming through, and Sanctity's going to be stunned for a while. They want to try and get the kill on a Ghost. They'll go into the Doppelgangers, start to go to the backlines. They've got the Hoof Stomp, Force Staff even further. They go to the Dust. They've got the Yules. Now the Stampede right on top of Ghost, but do they have the damage? Spirit Lance thrown forward with the BKB being popped by Sanctity, but it doesn't have enough health to really commit and stand his ground. Down to half health. Macropyre is down. This last bit of building standing here for the side of Navi. Ghost does have buyback too, so even killing him another time really isn't it. You need to kill him 2 more times if he buys back and commits to this. And it might have to start with Sumail, who bought back in that previous fight by the Aegis.
Only thing that's keeping them in this game right now is this Frost Shield and the Crimson Guard on the towers, but on the buildings. But
just barely.
At some point, it's gonna evaporate, and you should be able to punch through this. And what do you do right now? You're getting peppered with this little push by these wolves.
Oh, the Ice Path, the hook shot. The Telekinesis, Yuragi gets the Sunder off.
God,
he's going to be able to survive. They go to the Requiem, which is avoided by Ghost. They got the Requiem coming on back in. It's not really going to matter too much in terms of killing him. And now you've got Requiem down and Meta's down. FBZ, he'll stand his ground. Ice Path is there. I'm saying ground a lot. They'll go to the Spirit Lance. That's going to bounce over on multiple heroes.
Dude,
Telekinesis once again. They do not have Sunder this time, and they will get the kill on Iragi. He's going to be forced to buy back. Mega Creeps are now on the side of Nigma Galaxy.
Holy based 1J playing really well, but Ghost I think won that fight for them. And this PL, you were right, Rojo. You went for the Scardia after the Heart of Tarask. Absolutely no way to kill him. Like, he can just stand here forever, being the primary person to just soak up the damage.
Stampede used, 1J FBZ in some trouble. They use that Demon Zeal. They've got the right quick damage coming in. The raises are there. 1J and FBZ are going to be dead without buyback. Ghost is going to stand tall here, looking over at Sanctity. The Impale lands from Ziots. The Spike Carapace is going to be stolen. That's actually going to stun up this PMA Centaur. Ghost. So, the Sinister Gaze, they get the kill. He doesn't have buyback anymore.
Oh,
they still a tier 1 standing mid, so how much can they really get that it's going to make them pay for this? But now Ghost is dead for 80 seconds. No buyback, and they're up against Mega Creep.
Buyback's
available for all of Nigma again. So it's, you know, just getting these kills is not going to feel as good for Navi if they're able to do it. Telekinesis into the Ice Path. They'll steal the Hoof Stomp. Ghost. Disperser running at PMA, forcing out this Stampede in that Sinister Gaze doesn't get them enough, but they look for the Requiem with the hook shot and the Cogs now coming in. The Requiem falls back. They go to the Refresher. Damage on Sumail, down to half health. FBZ goes to the Shapeshift. They've got Requiem once again. Oh, God. It's really not great. Steals the Requiem. Ghost goes in. And Sanctity's going to die. He's got buyback. Requiem coming through, and they're going to have themselves the Chain Frost bouncing around, not doing enough damage. PMA, low on health. Fable comes through. Ghost is low, but he's not going to die just yet. Goes into the Doppelgangers. Uragi's trying to stand his ground with the Metamorphosis. Frost. Frost Shield's on him, but they don't really care about Uragi. The attention is on a Sanctity. Sumail throws out his own Requiem and kills Sanctity and Malady. He's the real Shadow Fiend here. Buyback on the Centaur as well as the Lich. They're still going to try and fight. They've still got Uragi. They look over at Ghost. Uragi hit with the Telekinesis. They'll lift him up, slam him down. He doesn't have buyback. GG is called. Nigma make it to the last day. They're moving on to the lower bracket final because upper bracket is for losers, and they will play Team Spirit in that lower bracket final. Witch Doctor's Voodoo Fastration self-heal increased from 25% to 25-30, 35-40%. Crash landing radius decreased from 450 to 400. Bonus landing damage.
They also initially nerfed the cast talent, which I thought was quite good. It's the one that he has this game. I still think it is strong, but not at the point that it was. So he's lost a lot of power over time's GH. Gracious.
He's standing his ground, though. BYW is actually the one in trouble. Time walk in. Ghost gets first blood. GH gets traded. And I want to say, even with the changes to Drums of Slom and all that, I still feel like Beastmaster is very strong. Like, his axes got a little bit more expensive at later levels, which I really thought was needed, as GH is going to die here before PYW falls. But the Time Walk, Ghost, that is not the right spot. Actually missing out on killing PYW.
Shiro. Yeah, hard to believe if he lives here.
Yeah, no chance to live, but at least there's a rotation to get something out of it, right?
Yeah, Caudle could be hard.
It's just taking a... I mean, he'll die, yeah, eventually, but took him a while. Innocent's in some trouble. FBZ cookied forward. There's axes, there's a little shredder, and there is one more attack needed to get the kill.
Yeah, his inventory.
Looking for the sweet follow-up on Shiro. Yeah, does not have that ult, but Sumail slowed up. Soulbind, they've got the Maledict. Requiem charged up. They illuminate hits, and there's a Fear on 2, but that's just Sumail going the other way with this Maledict on him. Chrono on the Echo, but there's no follow-up damage just yet. Full bore. Scatter Blast, still not getting the kill. Primal Roar, down goes Echo. Sumail died, by the way. Run down by PYW as the Mortimer's Kisses come through to kill off Niu, so it's a 2-for-1. As Y's got a cast bouncing. Scatterblast once again. Little Shredder, and the axe is coming back. Shiro hit with the Blood Grenade, running away, but eventually dying here to Ghost. So it's a 3-for-1 in favor of Nigma Galaxy. Somebody asked me to be their stepdad and also said you're very handsome.
Hard to get the damage off.
Solarbind. Oh, wow. Scatterblast just hit all three. Illuminate connects the TP attempt, but the ulti is used. And they will get that kill. But meanwhile, Niu down low. Timber Chain avoiding that sleep. Sumail is here with Ghost, and eventually they just run down this Timber Saw. FBZ. Primal Roar, but the Vessel's on him. One more right click from Echo gets the kill, and no trade for PYW post-F.
Shiro is unwavering. They did I did also see they did change bracers slightly.
Hook shot
as they go on FBZ here.
Maledict, the cast, not bouncing, not gonna matter. Got that ult from Innocence, the turnaround. Ghost comes over. They've got a sleep if need be, but a bash and then another one for good measure as they get the kill into Innocence. Blood Grenade hits on a PYW. They need a way to stop this TP, and they'll just use Chrono. So basically confirming a second kill for himself. Ghost gets that one there too. But now Chrono offline, and it makes Shiro feel a little bit safer around the map.
Yeah, in my opinion, very worth. I am a big fan of Faceless Void. using the Chrono spell in the early game whenever he gets a good chance. They try to go into Shiro on this Nigma Galaxy roster. I haven't been able to catch many of their games. Big fan of his. They are walking on to FPZ here, but Sumail is right nearby. This could be dangerous.
FBZ hit with a Spirit Vessel. Earth Splitter flying through. Not going to land. They'll still get the kill into FBZ. Sumail with the Requiem going after Shiro, trying to get a kill, but now surrounded by 5 heroes. Mortimer Kisses is out, but Ghost gets the kill into Shiro, looking over at Niu. The Illuminate hits on a Sumail. Still has this Aegis to work with. Changes to Shadow Amulet, showing its face with this PYW Clockwork as the ulti from the high ground from Innocence. They'll get the kill on a Ghost. They'll take out the Faceless Void. And now Neo looking for more. 1J with the Scatter Blast. They go and throw the Chakram and the Timber Chain forward to get the kill onto this Snapfire. And Sumail on the run with no Timber Chain connecting will be safely away. But a good fight overall from LGD.
Yeah, they fought. One nice thing that LGD did right here to actually try and get an advantage, as they smoke back to try to go in. Oof. He could die a second time here if they're not careful.
Definitely could, and they will get this kill onto Sumail. Nowhere for him to go.
I don't like that decision there by Nigma Galaxy. Kind of being a little bit overconfident here. Really poor engagement there from Nigma Galaxy. I feel like they felt a little more pressured to fight than they had to.
Yeah, once they lost Ghost, I think it should have been a full-on retreat, but LGD continuing to find targets. They get the kill here onto the Snapfire, and Sleep just not in time.
Yeah, PYW, I mean, seeing how the network can be useful on him, I feel like he's playing, hopefully get something. But no BKB yet on FPZ or Sumail.
Dust used, Cask, Silence, that's with the Orchid from Echo. Illuminate thrown, ooh, immediately stopping that ulti from Innocence. Will get the Sleep on a 2, drop down the Earth Splitter. Ghost is going to come in with the Chrono. They've got the Requiem to follow it up. They get the kill into Echo. They'll look over at Innocence. They'll get themselves a second. No, not yet at least. Voodoo switcheroo with a raise afterwards. 1J dies to Niu while that's going on. But it ends up being a 2 for 2.
Yeah, a little bit of, I mean, I think the idea was totally fine by LGD there, but they just kind of blundered.
You gotta be careful if you're the void of just getting hit with a Will-O-Wisp. Blink up into the high ground, breaks the smoke. Chakram thrown over to FBZ. They know sort of where everybody's at with the idea that they saw FBZ.
Yeah, and FBZ blinks right back into them, so I think LGD has a pretty solid idea of what they want to do.
Blinking on a Sumail, popping the BKB, the Cookie to try and get some distance, but now the Cask bouncing around back and forth onto the Snapfire. They get the kill on a 1J. Ghost hit with the Maledict. He needs to be careful. They are using that area denial of the Coddle Will-O-Wisp. But so far, just snapped down for the BKB of Sumail. Enrage was used. Will-O-Wisp is down.
BKB on Ursa as well is a pretty massive one. Now you can maybe look to get a Chrono onto Shiro if you want to try this fight, but LGD, I don't think they're that scared. They're walking right into Roche, playing a little bit apprehensive, don't want to get wombo comboed, as Nigma Galaxy can do that in this game.
Blink on FBZ, hook shot to follow it up. Primal Roar came through. They've got the sweep into the Earth Splitter into the Requiem. That saves FBZ for a moment, but eventually dying the Chrono on Niu only. The Will-O-Wisp is there, and Ghost has to run, and that's exactly what I was thinking when you talk about area denial, and the entire time this is happening, Shiro takes the Roche and gets the Aegis.
Yeah, so Ghost ends up going, rather than going for the early
It's a lack of damage. It's when you don't really have initiation other than the Roar now, that the Chrono's down. Banner placed on the ground, and high ground might be pierced. Trying to cut the creep wave
as well from Shiro, which is pretty terrifying if you're Sumail here. You can pretty much get jumped on and have no way out of there. He does have his own blink on Sumail, which will prove quite useful considering how difficult it's going to
shot
be these fights.
Has BKB, gonna use it. Look for the Requiem. Will-O-Wisp is down. Some raises. They'll get the kill on a PYW eventually, or will they? He somehow gets out of this one. They kill Sumail. He jetpacks out. He's not even dead. Primal Roar on the Timber chaining out Niu. They get the kill on a Ghost. Shiro absolutely just ripping him apart. It's a 2-for-1 right now, and it's not looking good for the side of Nigma.
Not looking good at all.
Oh, God, FBZ's dead.
It's now full HP Shiro. Just a few hits to...
Oh, the cask and the illuminate in your own base.
I mean, I think a voice line is only appropriate from PYW here. That felt downright disrespectful. Guardian Greaves. You can give pretty much any hero, 1500 HP.
I'm not really sure if they can kill anybody on the side of LGD after they couldn't kill PYW there.
Yeah, I mean...
that rocket flare.
I mean, he was doing so well, and now he's only 1600 gold off of PYW on the clockwork. This hero, I mean, it doesn't necessarily need to be had, but it needs to hit its own
no
timing.
fear from Shiro. A little bit of disrespect there, knowing he's got an Aegis. They'll buy back on the Snapfire. Will-O-Wisp is down, which will eventually be killed as they start to retreat and go for the tier 2.
I mean, Shiro walks into their base and then walks out. That is terrifying. Smoke up. How are you going to deal with this?
It's wild to me how much this game is just going so LGD favored. Both these teams obviously having to deal with the fact that a patch came out like 2 hours ago. But they're doing well right now. Ghost in some trouble. Time walk away. They go to the Requiem. Still doesn't kill anybody. The Primal Roar is going to be there on to Shiro with a Chrono to follow it up, but he had to take care of the Will-O-Wisp first. Earth Splitter lets Shiro goes in with the Abyssal Blade. They turn it around on Ghost. Time walk the other way, but Neo's right in his face. FBZ, he's going to be killed off. So is 1J. 2 heroes dead at the side of Nigma Galaxy as they have nothing to kill off anybody on the side of LGD.
That feels really bad, because considering that I don't see how you get much of a better fight than that on the side of Nigma Galaxy. The Requiem was really nice, and they got a roar onto the Ursa, but thankfully Shiro just able to pop the Enrage before the Chrono comes out. I don't think he would have died anyway. But, I mean, it feels like no matter how well these fights go, no matter how well you place all these teamfight ultimates, at the end of the day, the auras are kind of, they're rock to your scissors. It seems really hard to play this one out.
It's just not happening for Nigma Galaxy at all.
Not at all.
Hook shot all the way through. Sumail is dead. Doesn't have buyback. Maledict down on the 2. Ghost trying to fight. Basically 1v5. As they'll buy back on GH, they'll start to go after the tier 3 mid. And this should line up to be mega creeps if all is just going to continue this way. FBZ on this Beastmaster unable to really make an opening as Blink in from New. Primal Roar reflected with the Lotus Orb. Quick enough on that. Fire Snap Cookie, but Shiro goes in. Mant's going to be popped. Yule's up into the air onto Shiro with the Jetpack Battery Assault combo. Well, he's just a flyby, allowing LGD to leave. And, well, flyby used to be a member of RNG.
Look how disrespectful PYW plays. Walks up into their face, taunts them, throws a few cogs into their face. Feeling pretty good on LGD here. I mean, on the FBZ, Shiro.
Oh, God, every time.
Unpunishable here on these LGD heroes. Will-O-Wisp is just insult to injury.
Yeah, it's just area denial. You're looking for a jump in, but it's almost impossible to go. Well, you kill Shiro with Chrono, and then what? He has another life.
Look how far Echoes plays back on this Coddle. How are you supposed to ever get onto this hero, even with the smoke? They're just frontlining Shiro New. Jump in onto Sumail.
Time walk in, time walk out. Baits out the Voodoo switcheroo, but that's really not a big deal overall as they start to... And by start, I mean they are clearing out the tier 4s in just a moment. Blink Abyssal Blade with the Whirling Death. FBZ going to use that cookie. They go to the backline with the Chronosphere. They're trying to get the kill on the Coddle. That's a way to start it. The Earth Splitter hits, and Echo is dead. He'll buy back, try and get back into this one as quickly as he can. He can TP over to the outpost. And now they've got him back, ready to go, as Shiro jumps in once more, looks at Ghost, kills him off. 1J's dead. Primal Roar, it gets used onto Echo, who will die a second time, but Sumail, even in his own base, can't survive. They'll call GG, and LGD take game number 1.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say, I mean, it was quite convincingly from LGD, but Nigma Galaxy had a really good opportunity at some point in this game, I mean, they had Roche just going to be looking for a mid or an offlaner here. Okay, I'm going to stop talking.
It could be a mid, it could be an off.
He's going to be pretty happy moving forward in this game. It is, although a... Oh,
could be first blood, will be first blood, and Ghost actually down to half health, so even he needs to be careful losing that courier. So many couriers dying in the moment. All of a sudden, Nigma Galaxy just lost 3 couriers.
And they're diving him with Glyph.
Yeah, Ghost.
Boots win lace on PYW.
This is a little bit tough. Blood Grenade thrown out. GH trying to save him, but cannot save this Ursa, and... I said the lanes were going well, and I immediately jinxed it because they lose both GH and Ghost. PYW, one more right click. Oh, is he fast enough? No.
Yeah, he's got the win lace.
Damn.
On PYW. Pretty good stack taking potential on both teams here. But it looks like they're just fighting in the lanes.
You and PYW again going for GH, taking a lot of damage here, but the TP over from Sumail. If there's something he wants to steal, he does have this raise, and will just get this kill with Ghost, and good rotation, good first rotation from this Rubik.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. Sumail hasn't taken a point in FBZ isn't.
And
Godstrength? But he has phase boots.
1J's coming over. If they could get the sleep, they might be able to turn this, especially with the help of Sumail. They get the kill into Innocence, they lose GH, they don't want to fight into Shiro. And we'll just let him leave, but Sumail is the one who swipes that kill. That Fade Bolt doing a good amount of work.
Sumail, he's rotated twice, gotten kills, has helped Ghost out a lot by just having the level 6. He feels like he can actually sit under this tower.
Rolling Thunder, but avoiding the initial roll. Well done by Ghost. Cogs trying to give him some area denial. Jumps with that Enrage. Earthshock as well. Echo taking a lot of damage. There's the sleep, but last bit of the Rolling Thunder lands on to Sumail, who doesn't have a lot of mana to work with. Echo is in some trouble, though. Drop the Swarm on him. Look for the Requiem, but he does die to Sumail afterwards.
Yeah, nice snipe there from Sumail.
Ghost can jump back in, and they've got Cogs around him. Cogs stolen by Sumail. Not the best spell to steal when you're the mid Rubik. And Telekinesis on a Neo. They don't get the kill on the Innocence. They're still chasing for this Pangolier, looking for the damage. Ghost needs to be a little bit careful. They do finish off the Pango, and Sumail's got himself a killing spree.
Yeah, Sumail generally one of the nicest things about playing the hero is that you're gonna press, raise on the wave twice, and then you just get to walk away. Rubik does essentially the same thing once you steal them.
Bro Strike, Epicenter with the sleep. Well done by GH to get that follow-up sleep, and they will get this kill. Back-to-back deaths on Echo.
Really, I mean, I would not have expected that. That was a really nice rotation coming in from Nigma Galaxy.
Since level 6, Neo over here, they're farming the enemy's jungle, just trying to get a lot out of the map. And this is something we saw in the first game as well. Supports for the side of LGD, getting a lot of farm and knowing where to get it.
Yeah, they do. I mean, PIW especially, I don't know why. He just kind of...
Hook shot?
Makes up
Cogs and a Rolling Thunder. Neo's here farming, so like the fact that he's here is kind of wild. And coming from behind Sumail, but look at the damage on a PYW and Innocence. Ghost comes in, Burrow Strike Epicenter, Earth Splitter's down. Neo gonna try and get away, but 3 heroes dead on the side of LGD. And despite the fact that the positioning was interesting from LGD coming around the back and having their heroes here, they're unable to get anything out of this fight. And they smoke and look for more. They might just catch Sven.
Ooh, he could be a little bit wiser here on Shiro, but so if he can cast a few spells, he'll be hitting people from way further than the range of what it looks like.
Or Splitter.
And just use it here on this Wisdom Rune. Doesn't even have to.
And gets the kill. Where are you at time, by the way?
Oh, 57.
All right, we're just about even. Oh, Burrow Strike a little bit late.
Yeah, kind of a rare mistake. Innocence getting away with murder here, but
he should still be dead.
He is gonna be murdered.
Epicenter, last one.
Oh, he had Wand. I wonder actually if he lives almost, but I think he can go Battle Fury, and I'm sure he has it as of a little bit ago.
Rolling Thunder from Sumail. Shiro, ooh, good Storm Hammer. Now Requiem and follow it up. That hits on the edge to Sumail, who's getting low. Might die here to the God Strength and the Echo Saber. They will finish off this Rubik.
Rest of these heroes may be looking for an initiation as the swarm flies through. But Ghost, I don't know if he's comfortable going for this. The blink, the raises. Oh, Echo, that was dirty. Oh, my.
The offense on the SF here. Remnants, at least, of it.
That was
really well played.
Oof.
Really well played. I also think, they do have Pipe on New. That's going to be a big one here, mitigating a lot of damage.
Rocket Flare, hook shot misses. Not the symphony of skills that LGD were hoping for, with the Requiem charged up for a second.
Quite close. Nigma Galaxy get out of dodge with this one. They do end up rotating all 5 heroes into the top side, but this could actually be a good thing for Nigma Galaxy if they get onto PYW.
They at least find PYW for a second. Earth Splitter flies through, but not really taking much damage there off that Earth Splitter. They do get the kill on a PYW anyway. Rolling Thunder is used. Shield Crash stolen by Sumail. Not re-engaging on LGD just yet. And with an Ursa in the game, you can take Roche at early timings.
Yeah, especially too. The Weaver's a really big part of this. So gonna press one here in a second when he has it. Quite fast enough.
Seems like the SF's finding similar results to what we saw SF in the last game, where he's just kind of a touch. 1J. I say that. Oh, got the time lapse off.
Yes. I mean, it means that you aren't healing as much on your own without the active as they go on to Innocence here. He's not living past this one. Ursa, pretty classic his side.
Hook shot away, attempting the TP, and is safe. So now they're going to look over for Neo. They've got the Swarm. Burrow Strike to follow it up. And you see that right-click damage coming out from Ghost. Now there's that Ags finished off for Sumail, so he might find something to steal. That might be nice. Sproink. Probably not the spell to steal. But
Can we have a Sproinking category at the Olympics?
oh, I love a Sproink. I thought you were going to say Sproink emote or something like that.
Ooh, I mean, I could work with that too. 1J has no mana. I wonder if Shiro just turns around and deletes him.
I think he's got to try and leave, but what was the TP situation on that? I guess Rod of Atos is always available, but...
He tried TPing and 1J caught him with Atos is what happened there.
Yeah, I didn't see the initial.
Now
he's got Stormhammer.
Has a very early Ags, but he also
that one, and at least for right now, it's a 4,000 net worth lead, which isn't exactly the most, but they're working with it as best they can. They've got Ghost on top of the net worth. Innocent's able to eat an entire epicenter, eventually dying, of course, but man, that is quite the way to just eat all that damage.
Sure feels like Magic SF has no counterplay to this. That being said,
Splitter, Shiro. Oh, Pearl Strike hook shot coming through. Requiem, Shiro, he's alive. Oh, Ghost. Wait a second. Ghost. Oh, the 4 staffs. Starting to feel like Punisher there for a second. Everybody's turning around and chasing it. Wait.
Also, I do have to step out for a moment.
Sure.
My mom needs me to help her.
Sure.
So I'll be back probably around, I'd say, 20-30ish minutes. So
that's fine.
After we mid-break here.
Nope. As they go in, Sumail chased up, looking for the raises. Stormhammer flowing through, hits on a 3. 1J's going to be dead, but the right click's coming on the Echo. They get the kill on this SF. Hookshot lands on a Ghost. Ghost turns on a Shiro, some bashes. The Stormhammer stolen, landing. Ghost still in. Shiro again with a sliver of health surviving. Ghost this time will die. Sumail will shield crash. He's got Stormhammer if need be. They got the sleep coming in from GH, but they do not kill Shiro. That is Epicenter. Oh, breaking the smoke. Burrow Strike, Earth Splitter. Neo and Echo are already dead. They will go for this Clockwork. PYW Yule's up into the air. They've got Innocence in trouble. They'll dust him up. Fade Bolt lands. Burrow Strike again. And this is going to be 4 heroes gone while they chase Shiro. Should be an Enchantress dead eventually. But look at that. Ripping through Shiro. Full team wipe for Nigma Galaxy. Right back up to 7,000 net worth ahead, and what a great fight. And they get in the range for hook shot. They are blocking it, and there's the Aegis picked up. They're still smoked around. This feels like a last-ditch effort. If LGD could get anything out of this, they're going to go the long way around. GH, that Astral Spirit kind of giving up positioning. They've got the Rocket Flare. Sumail's in an awkward position. Forced FO, hookshot used, and it was blocked. Rolling Thunder's coming through in an FBZ, but it doesn't quite matter. They've got the Abyssal. They'll get the kill on Echo. He's dead with ease. This LGD team needs to leave now, as Ghost gives that tip up, and the tip's right on back. But seriously, that was a hookshot blocked. A little bit of a blunder here from PYW, and now it leaves Shiro vulnerable. The right clicks are in. The Stormhammer is used. Shiro trying to run, but will die here to FBZ and be dead with no buyback. Really not the best spells, but they're smoked up on the side of Nigma Galaxy. They might be able to find something. Sumail moving forward. Maybe they can find Shiro. Warcry for some speed, and missing Shiro. Trying to find him. Ghost looking to make the jump. Never finds anybody. Will jump on the Innocence. They should be able to get the kill on the Enchantress, but Sproinks over to the side. PYW's here with the Cogs. God Strength right clicks on the Sumail. They've got the Harpoon to pull him back. The BKB's going to be popped. They're trying to get the kill. The Cogs actually get the block, but the race is in from Echo. PYW's dead. Now they find FBZ. He's got to be careful. They'll Requiem, they'll BKB, but do they have the damage? Buyback here from PYW. Burrow Strike lands on to 2. They go after Shiro. They go after Echo, but FBZ, he's in this Sandstorm. Ghost off to the side. He doesn't have an Aegis to work with. FBZ's going to die without buyback. And all of a sudden, Nigma Galaxy need to run. Swashbuckle connects on a Ghost. Blink in a second. Just gets away. The Gleipnir was thrown over by 1J, who will Shikuchi to safety, as they only lose 2, but that's a buyback forced out on the Clockwork. So some baby steps potentially for Nigma Galaxy in closing this, while also some baby steps for LGD in bringing it back. The CPYW, they go to the Gleipnir. Ogre Seal Totem, that was now up to tier on its neutral area. Or neutral tier. And here comes Roche coming in. They've got the vision with the Watcher, but the Burial Strike lands at a Shiro. They've got the Telekinesis to follow it up. The Rolling Thunder flies in from Niu. Shield Crash is going to be stolen by Sumail. He's got that Axe, so he does get that Swashbuckle with it. Rolling Thunder. BKB's going to be back up in a moment for 1J. You got to remember, he's got that Chrysalis to try and get the damage, but they go to the hookshot. They look for the Requiem, but the Abyssal Blade is there. Echo going to be bashed up, never getting the Requiem off. They'll get the kill on Echo, looking over at Shiro. That's going to be 2 dead without buyback, and all of a sudden the Sleep from GH is on a 2. They get the Burrow Strike to follow it up. Full team wipe here for the side of Nigma Galaxy. They clean up with losing nothing on their side, and that is LGD full wiped, in trouble of being pushed to the brink, and on to a game 3 we might be going. So much damage with this build now, and it is a 32,000 net worth lead, and looking like mega creeps for the side of Nigma Galaxy. SF going to be 0 for 2 on the main stage if this result holds up. Stormhammer. Telekinesis, Burrow Strike in trouble. Oh no. Forced to pop that BKB. The Epicenter doing a lot of damage here on a Niu, though. 1J comes in with a Gleipnir. The Burrow Strike follow-up. The Stormhammer's going to be thrown over by Shiro with the God Strike. The hook shot, but the Stormhammer thrown back the other way. Niu, PYW both dead. They go after Shiro with Aviana's Feather. You'll be higher up to crash down to Earth, but just escaping. Not going to be the same news here for Innocence. They bought back on Niu. Rolling Thunder, rolling up, trying to do his best, looking for the sleep. Not going to land, but Ghost going in. Right clicks in the fountain. Uh-oh. Requiem coming through. GG is called. Nigma Galaxy even the series up at 1. And we will be going to a game 3 with this first series of the playoffs. Aether Remnant watch distance endpoint is always fixed, meaning that increased watch distance will spawn the remnants further away from the center portal. And then Resonant Pulse now grants physical damage barrier. Hoodwink actually dying here for first blood. Ghost getting it on PYW. He's been trying a couple times and finally grabs it. About what they do with Shiro, Inkswell, Astral Step, Ice Path down, Aether Remnant lands, and that's an Astral Step to leave because everybody's TPing in. 1J looking dead to rights on his screen already. And he will fall. But Cinder Brew and bringing over Echo. Inkswell, Aether Remnant, but everybody's here. Sumail's got to be careful. Astral Step across the bow of Echo. They'll go for 1J again, and he is this sacrifice that Sumail is willing to take. That sucks.
All things considered with the Primal Split, but again, struggles to do anything into the BKB of Ursa. Sumail as well, just at this Axe timing. Really nice initiation with 1J.
Yeah.
FBZ.
Double Astral Step. Jesus. Onslaught, Trample. Niu still super tanky. Dissimulate lands, but Niu still alive. Thunderclapping, and the rest of Nigma Galaxy, even GH TPing the tier 1 tower to make sure that he can steal this kill.
That is in true Rubik fashion. That's how you know this guy's danger because of the Aegis, you would think. It doesn't feel that punishing. They also have the Shard Dispel on 1J.
Damn, absolutely ripping through Echo. That is pretty nuts as 1J dies again. Pulverize onto the Hoodwink. PYW trying to run. Innocence is dead to Ghost, who's on a killing spree. PYW dies to neutrals. Somehow.
Very strong. Like, that's like unironically really strong. Sumail is probably going to get Innocence here.
Trying to. Has the silence. Another Astral Step will eventually kill him. Also, PYW's courier with Rod of Atos was killed.
Ooh, that does not feel good. I mean, you're already struggling so much in this game, actually. I think they're the ones that... I think brown bears are kind of...
I really don't want to be giving out wrong bear information. Sumail jumping in, has the Dissimulate, gets the silence with that Ags, of course, with the Resonant Pulse. Astral Step, double step. As Innocence ends up dying, they go to the Primal Split. They look over at 1J. The Void Panda is going to be pulling him back. Aether Remnant's down. Echo. Timber chaining across, and they finally get this kill on a 1J while Ghost takes the Aegis and kills off Roche.
I mean, this time Nigma Galaxy doing it to pretty strong effect. Ghost is just hitting the Aegis this whole time. I think they're walking backwards thinking we might get jumped on by Ursa at any second.
Niu.
That being said.
Yeah, they are getting jumped by Ursa at any second, but the problem is all 5 heroes are here. You need to be careful. You lost your Grimstroke to Macropyre. The Ice Path is down. Sumail taking a lot of damage. Forced to try and jump away as they lose this Aegis. Uh-oh. The GH also Primal Split. He cycloned up Niu. And they're able to at least get out on some potentially with Sumail and FBZ running away. Inkswell, Sumail jumping in. Buyback from GH to get the kill on Innocence. They'll look over at Niu. The right clicks are through. Sumail ends up dying with FBZ. And now this is the turnaround that Nigma were hoping wouldn't happen with the Enrage being popped, though. Niu's going to die. Soulbind trying to keep him away, but the Chakram's on a Ghost. They're going to buy back on FBZ. FBZ TPing into the tier 1 tower, looking over at Echo, has the Pulverize, gets the kill into the Timber, so finally it's starting to go the way of Nigma. Onslaughting, looking for Shiro. Oh! Landing that Rock Toss, trample on top of Shiro, and they will get this kill onto this DK. So at the end of the day, it semi-works here for Nigma Galaxy.
Yeah, they don't have to actually end up committing too heavily. I mean, a buyback in this game, everybody running around. There is a nullifier now on Shiro. This item is really, really strong this game. Let's see if they can utilize it.
Rolling Death. And the Yules into the Bushwhack now, looking for a sharpshooter. TPE. Oh, God, it's not quick enough.
Not quick enough.
That's awful, as 1J dies too.
Yeah, Ghost is, I mean...
Scan not connecting. Niu coming up into the high ground. Silenced immediately with the Phantom's Embrace. Astral Step looking for Innocence. Goes in to Dissimulate while Shiro's in the face of Ghost as well as FBZ. They need to be careful, but the Soulbind lands out of both these heroes. Now they've got the Pulverize on the 2, doing a good job of controlling them. They've got the Trample, but the Yule's up in the air. They go after Sumail. They'll get the kill on the Void Spirit. They'll look towards the rest.
Inkswell popping, dropping him from the Cyclone. 1J in trouble. The Nullifier hits onto the Grimstroke. The chase is on for the side of LGD. The Void Panda pull FBZ as they kill 1J. Cyclone him up again. Inkswell is not there to save him this time, and they will get a third. No buyback available on FBZ, dead for 100 seconds.
I feel very good about it. That being said, I do trust Sumail to some degree here.
You say that, but he's dead. Immediately dead. Your Caster's Curse is impeccable. They go in with the Soulbind. They get the kill on a 1J. Ice Path lands. Ghost on the run. Popping that BKB. Leaving FBZ to BKB and attempt to leave with the Onslaught. But the Timber Chain following him. Echo with the Blink Dagger.
To use this 5,000 gold item that he bought.
They got PYW.
They do. DD on or AD.
Actually, yeah, it's AD and Sumail under a century, so that's a little bit rough. They also have a chase on here from Echoes. Sumail has his own gem. GH is in trouble, and GH Inkswell to try and get him out, but he's still dead.
Yeah,
his Dark Portrait was doing some work, almost killed Innocence.
Dark Portrait feels good.
Ghost. Oh boy.
No BKB.
Oh my god, Ghost. Where do you go? Ghost, where's your team, dude?
Ooh, Ghost looking a little see-through in this one.
Oh no.
Work with illusions, so
Uh-oh.
that could be a deciding factor. Jump on the PYW is probably the best you're gonna get.
If you even get it. They're just going for the squirrel. It's the best they can get right now, but this BKB is about to run out. Yules again, Aether Remnant, FBZ gonna try and run, but he's stunned up thanks to the Earth Panda. The Nullifier is gonna be thrown at him. Fade Bolt, okay. Do you have anything going right now? You've got the Dark Portrait of a non-Elder Dragon form Dragonite, and they Cyclone up in the air Sumail. He'll dissimulate, Astro Step back into the base, as they are now down 2 heroes.
These heroes have fallen off so hard on the side of Nigma Galaxy, while it feels like LGD, every minute they get stronger.
Yeah, Sumail is very, very, very much in trouble. But the right clicks, Ghost, can he do it? Can he get anything from this? The BKB, the Bushwhack, the control. There's just no damage. Oh, Ghost, you tried. You came, you haunted. But there are a bunch of exorcists on LGD. There's nothing you can do on Nigma Galaxy. It looks all over. LGD are going to end up cleaning this one up. Nullifier, the control on the Ghost. The right click's coming through from Shiro to finish off this bear. He'll be his pallbearer. Into the grave he goes. As Sumail is dead as well. And GG is inevitable.
Oh, Innocence almost dies.
Rampage?
To the Portrait.
Rampage?
I mean, Fountain certainly doesn't kill him.
Oh, they'll all right. Well, they were done showing that slaughter.